Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome to a brand new series of City Bus Manager. Now that they've actually done the big update and released it and it's all now good to go, we are back with a brand new series. Now this series is different from what I've done recently, and it's going to add a little bit of a difficult challenge to it. I'm calling it the New York Impossible Challenge. Now, I've created my own scenario because that is one of the many new features in this brand new update. And I do have the ability to also upload this to the Steam Workshop for you guys to kind of check out, or just upload in general. I'll go to edit the scenario right now for you to see exactly why it's called the New York Impossible Challenge. And we're basically going to create a brand new bus company in New York with impossible and absolutely ridiculous settings. It's going to be interesting, boys. It's going to be interesting. So we start with 200,000 big ones. Nothing's unlocked. We can't do any external depots. And I'm calling it the maximum difficulty created by Seniac. I can't even spell right now, can I? But here are the settings. We have maximum passenger volume. So the streets are overloaded with people who want to be transported on a bus route, which means we're pretty much going to struggle. We're pretty much going to struggle, boys. It should be a lot of fun. We also have maximum customers, or kind of service center customers coming in, which is going to really overload our service center and put some big issues on it. We have deactivated subsidiaries, so no bonus money. I have to solely rely on tickets. That's going to be interesting. Broken buses happen much higher. Expectations of employees is much higher, so is the dirt caused by passengers and the expectations of the passengers themselves. Now, I've also increased the amount of random frequencies that happen of the events. Now, a lot of them are good, but a lot of them are bad as well. So you kind of get the good with the bad to kind of, give you a little bit of luck along this challenge. But along it, we have buses. I've done no modded buses because of the ability to have buses that have too much capacity. Let's leave it as the default ones. These are the goals right now. I've got a bunch of goals that we need to complete. Some of them quite difficult, like reach a bank balance, eventually have 2.5 million, transport 1 million passengers, sell 1 million tickets. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. Now, should I upload this to the Steam Workshop, boys? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, if you're ready for this challenge, I'm going to quickly exit back to the main menu. Smash the like button down below. If you're ready for this brand new series, smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, if you're not already, so you don't need to rely on the recommended tab to give you the second episode. But we're about to start the brand new New York Impossible Challenge created by your boy. Probably going to regret it. We'll see how far we can get. We're going to play this scenario. So like I said, boys, smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new so you get notified when episode 2 comes out. Don't rely on the recommended tab. So here's the challenge, boys. Here is the challenge right now. We're in pause mode. Maximum difficulty, create by Seniac. I can't even English right now, but confirm. So, the depot is just on the never a shredded wheat, the west side of Manhattan right now, which is a pretty decent location because you've got access to the tunnel, you've got access to the bridges, multiple bridges to go into New Jersey, over into Brooklyn, into Queens. So, it's strategically a pretty good location in terms of getting buses to their routes very quickly. Now, we've got to build and set up a service center. Here are the bunch of bronze stuff. So apparently we already complete the average cleanliness of our buses. But that's weird because we don't even have any buses right now. And we made a big chunk into our 500,000 on our first goal right now because we have 200,000 to begin with. So we've got to set this all up then and get this service center rocking and rolling. Now, there is a bunch of new stuff in this update. One of the things is tickets. Ticket inspectors, if that's the best way to put it. They kind of come into your buses right now and see if people have got tickets. And one of the goals is to make sure... I'm not sure if one of the goals is to make sure that we've done the tickets. Yeah, catch 500 passengers without a ticket. Interesting. So, we got to start basic. We've got to start simple. Now, I'm actually going to kind of build it the opposite way round. We're going to build the street first. And we'll go to just here, right? You kind of can't move all that stuff, which is annoying, but we'll build a road up to here. Keep it simple, mate. Keep it simple. And we'll see how much we can get done. So a smaller bus wash, we can maybe, I mean, it's so difficult to kind of get these small little stuffs in. But I can build a bus wash. Maybe just here, or do I build a gas station? How big's the gas station? You can't really get it all in exactly where you want it. But I could build a gas station just there because we have to refuel our buses. I'm not going to go down the electric route to begin with because those buses are so much more expensive. So let me build you. Let me build a bus wash. Oh, that's it. No, the small one is what I want. I was about to say right there, that seemed a little bit too big, doesn't it? That does seem a little bit too big. I'm trying to integrate it all with what we've currently got. Right, if I move this, is it going to cost me money? No. Right, I'm going to move that to there, so it's just slightly out the way. We're going to build a bus wash just here. Now, if I give it a 2 gap space, because what I'm ultimately trying to do is integrate these within the building of our service center. Now, I could get them to also go this way, but I like the idea of them coming down this way. So if I do a 2 gap there with you, and then if I get the small lifting platform, and I pull it just here. Hold on. Or here. Let's pull it just here. I can now integrate my service center around this stuff. It seems a little bit crazy, but just bear with me, okay? Bear with me. So we've got our service center here, so let's actually slightly extend it. Eventually, once I've got more money, I'll build a bigger variation of it. But I'm going to extend by 4, and we'll extend by 4 to give me a little bit of room, because we're ultimately definitely 100% going to need it. We really are, boys. We really are. So we're going to do a 2 wide corridor. So let's build just to here right now. This will be what we utilize. 2 wide corridor. I'm going to come down to... So you get caught up just there, which is okay, because we'll do a 2 wide corridor going down here. Unless I bring it down to there, and then I build my office wrapped around this area. That kind of works out pretty well. We'll bring this further down so we have an entry point for the corridor and the building so people can exit from here. So if I get a tinted door set up and a nice little window. Where's the windows? Windows. There we go. Nice little window just there. So that's one of the many entry points we're going to have into here. Now, we've got the service center there. We're going to need to build and place in a service desk. So turn you. We'll have 1. I'll have 2. We'll begin with 2. No, actually, we'll begin with 4. Because I just know how busy this is going to be. Right, another tinted door we'll put just there as an entry to the corridor. And we need at least 2 armchairs right now for people to sit on and wait for a spot to be open. We'll build... Oh, why did you rotate? There we go. We'll build 4 there. Okay, so we've built the corridor. We got the room. We need to build now an office. So my office in question will go literally here. So spin this right round. So we'll cover this little gap there. And then we'll go right up to fill in there. So it's a pretty decent sized office that we'll utilize. We'll put the door here as an entry in. I don't know why I'm doing tinted doors inside. I'm going to get rid of those tinted doors on the inside and replace them with normal doors. There we go. There we go. And inside here right now, we need to place down we'll do a standing desk. Just there. And that's all we need to do for the office. So we got to build a break room. So we got all this space over here to build break rooms. But let's first combine, which I believe it's the hallway you've got to build. Let's combine all of this as one building. Now it's a shame you can't place the refueling station inside of the, what you call it, the building, if that makes sense. It's a shame you can't do that, but we'll leave it there anyway, but it gives us room for expansions if needs be. Now we'll get a door just here to mimic it. We're going to need a small little kind of place for a workshop. So I don't know whether it's worth, actually. When I say workshop, what I mean is warehouse. If I delete to there, right, warehouse, this is where we store all the parts that we need to fix the vehicles with. Put you there, and then either side of this, we should be able to put packaging shelves. Now, there's a little space there, but I'll keep that space open in case we do some expansions. Actually, do you know what? We'll do one more. And then the hallway, we'll bring this down just to widen the space. So I should be able to then throw in 2 more shelves, so extra storage. There we go. Apparently it's not reachable. What do you mean it's not reachable? Oh, I had to turn it around. I didn't know. I thought the shelves could be accessed from both sides. Right, that's all good then. So, we're going to need a break room. So we'll build the break room just here. Or do I kind of give myself a bit of space to be able to extend the service center down this way? I mean, eventually, I'll have to rebuild all of this. And this whole thing here will probably become the service center. So I'm not sure. I just don't know how busy my service center is going to be from day one with the settings that we've picked. So should I kind of be a bit cautious and just not do that? Now, I might extend the corridor all the way down to here. Right, so we got another access point for them to get out of there. There's the window. Bam. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I've got this space here, which is probably not going to be enough right now, which needs a kitchen, a bathroom, and a break room all in one, doesn't it? So the break room then. Oh, no. Okay, maybe so. So this is a 17. So what divides into 17 3 times? 6 and 6 is 12, 18. So if I do a 6, right, for the break room, a 6 for the kitchen, and then for the bathroom, we do a 5. Why do we have an open plan bathroom here? What's going on with this? Why is this open plan? Oh, is that where I originally had the refueling? It's not where I originally had the refueling, was it? Well, I hope not. I press play. I've already found my first bug. That's hilarious if I've already found my first bug. Right, if I delete you. Interesting. I think I've already found my first slight bug. Right, let me just sort this out. We'll have to rebuild them. Not rebuild them, sorry. We'll have to reload the game. So that was meant to be my kitchen, right? So cover all this up. There we go. We'll come back to that. But doors, we'll put a door here. And then we'll do a door there. And then we'll do a door there. Right, simple, simple, simple. So I'm onto the break room anyway. So we need to place at least one armchair or whatever in there. So I'll just put this in here for now. There we go. We need to build a kitchen. So in the kitchen, we're just going to do the bare minimum real quick. We need a refrigerator, which is just here. And we need a vending machine as well. We'll put just there as well. Nice, nice, nice. And then we got to build the bathroom. So bathroom wise, where is it? There we go. We just need a toilet. We'll place just here. And that is done. So we've done that, the bare minimum, which has left me with 80 grand. How many buses can I buy with 80,000 big ones? Probably not a lot. So fleet, I could buy, oh, actually, we can actually buy quite a few. Or I could buy them used. Now, I have no ability to repair them just yet, so I'm not going to go down that road. Now, right, so a Ceto is obviously a lot more expensive than what is going on right now, boys. It is obviously a lot more expensive. But... It's going to carry more passengers, is the main thing, right? It's going to carry more passengers. Now, we can eventually research new stuff, but this is what we got by default. I'm not going down the electric route because it's going to be way too expensive, even though it can carry 55 passengers for 34 big ones. Oh, see, but then I got to install the electric, and then, you know, it becomes even more expensive. So I might go for the Ceto. 38 passengers. I know the Sprinter is just as good, but this is classed as a minibus. Oh, that's classed as a minibus, and that is. No, hold on. Isn't the Ceto classed as a solo? Well, it should be a solo. Right, the Ceto. I'm going to buy 2 of them and spend 41,000 big ones. They've got no upgrades, no air conditioning. Parking space required is small. Oh, I do need to buy some parking spaces. So we now finally get to build delivery. Now, on the last series where I did electric, I made my buses green. Now, I'm thinking local templates. I've got the Falls Transport Inc. I've got Seniac 2. I do like the idea of yellow buses all over again. I really do like that idea. I want something bright and vibrant. I don't think I want to go down the pink route. I think light blue will be a bit too much. Yellow is... I like the yellow. I mean, the Seniac 2 channel is yellow. I like the idea of that. And then we make it a black roof, or do I also make the roof yellow as well? All yellow buses. If I copy this and then paste you there. Yellow buses, boys. Are they the same colours? Apparently so. They are the same colours. Apparently so. Let me find the decals logo. And I think it's... Back up. It's not. It's C11. Haha! So, here we go, boys. Ceto buses. Nice and small. Even smaller. Seniac logo. And on the back we can go quite big, but we're not going to go that big. We're going to keep it quite tasteful, okay? We'll keep it quite tasteful, boys. So if I put you there, and then one just there. Is that not tasteful? I think that's quite tasteful. Now, I could add more decals to it to make it look crazy and whatnot. I could add some lines on to really bulk it all out. But ultimately, it might look a little bit weird. I could put a trophy on there. Why is that stuff... Oh, yeah, I'm about to say, why is that stuff really big? Because I made the size big. I could put little badges on. Apparently, I can put a duck on there. But that's all good for me. I'm actually going to save this right now to call it my Falls New York. New York. And in New York, the taxis are yellow anyway, or yellowy orange. So are the buses. So are the buses. Right, apply. But I need to buy the parking spaces. So back on the streets, the main streets, we need the small parking spots. Oh, that's really small. Have they changed the size of the small ones? Because they feel really small. They feel a little bit too small, if you ask me. They really do. But we'll drop them here anyway. So I'll put one there, one there. There we go. The buses have now arrived. Let's see these puppies all parked up. These buses are all parked up, baby. They're all parked up. Beautiful buses. Beautiful buses. Nice. They're so bright, aren't they? They're so bright and vibrant. Okay, so my current goals right now is to get 6 lockers. Oh, we're still going to spend some more money. Right, corridor. Right, the corridors aren't really that wide. I maybe should have done a little bit wider, but it will be okay, guys. It will be okay. Right, let me spin this right round. Let me put some lockers just here. So I got 4 lockers. There's 2 more. I've got my 6 lockers. So, staff them. We need to hire some employees. So, we need to hire some bus drivers. I'm going to go by friendliness because their skill will always increase. So, hire you. Hire you. That's 2 bus drivers. A mechanic will hire you. A researcher, you. Cleaner, you. Service employee, you. You can always make their skill better. Their friendliness, not so much. I think you can increase their friendliness, I'm not sure. But we'll start happy to begin with anyway. Right, the employees are now here. So now, we have to create our first bus route. Because we are now currently, technically, losing money. So, depot, or map, I should say. This is now the struggle. So when it comes to bus routes and I go new, I have the ability to straight away build a public service line. Now, that's great because it's instant cash we're going to be making. But it means I can only make money when we set the route. And if you don't upkeep to it, you can lose it. So I think we should start simple with our own bus route, right? We should start nice and simple. Now, where do I go? Should I keep it simple and kind of stick to the tippy tiptoe of the peninsula of here? Do I go through a busy area? Should I start and create a dog bone route there and then kind of make it go up one of the roads up the center and then dog bone and come back down? I think that's probably going to be the better idea. Also, this is in America. They drive on the right-hand side of the road. So, let's say I started here. And you came down to then here. Right. I always forget waypoints. Waypoints exist in the game. Right. Let me make this... What color stands out better? Blue, red. I think red stands out better. We're okay. So then going up next to there, I don't like, because my big issue that I'm going to be fighting right now is one-way roads, and apparently they don't like the idea. Which one am I going up, by the way? Am I going up the center? Can they not do a turn here? Does this not exist there? It doesn't. No, it's a one-way road. Interesting. Interesting, boys. Let's put a kibosh on what I'm trying to now achieve. So they'll go this way up. Now, if I can get to here, where does it run? Okay, that's not too bad. Am I running up this road? This road's probably better. So how can I get to there? Turn in. Well, I don't mind that. Whoa. How did they come to that conclusion? Is this a one-way road? Okay, right. Scrap you. Scrap you. Okay. We're going to go to here. We're then going to go to here next. Right. Everything is running swimmingly. We'll then cut in and go to there. Now, I don't want this to be too big of a line. Because, you know, the stress. So, do you reckon I should then come back down? Or down here and kind of complete this little bit of a loop? So I can eventually use this loop here as being one of the end of a dog bone to larger routes. I think that makes a little bit of sense. So if I had a stop then just here. And if I made it go down this way. Am I really going to make it do all this? Okay, it can't do that. The fun of this is astonishing. So if I can go to there, it cuts down there, get to here, through there. No issues at the moment. The next stop would be here, which does crisscross. So it's a simple and basic loop. But that will eventually expand and evolve into being the dog bone of lines that go somewhere else and then dog bone to go back. So you got to start small, boys, okay? You got to start small. It's just, I'm really scared of how big this is going to be. So they're saying at least 2 buses, which is great. I have 2 buses. Every 60 minutes. Okay. Right. Confirm. Let's activate the bus route now. I'm nervous. I'm just really nervous. So assign a bus. There's that one assigned. It's our first bus getting out of there. So the goal is right now is to make money. That is the only goal right now. Is to make money so we don't look like a bunch of amateurs. Because this is not my first bus company I've tried to run. But boy oh boy is this going to be busy. Right, we're now just waiting for the driver to make his way to begin the first route. So I'm not sure when he is going to get out of here. And get on the bus. Come on, Mr. Bus Driver. When was it scheduled to happen? When was he scheduled to, Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. How busy is this little route going to be? How busy is this little route going to be? So, once they click on the hour, I was going to make sure the other one's not coming in just yet. Right. We're going to wait till the hour before they start, I think. Now, this is on the evening. Rush hour's happened, okay? So this is probably the quietest this route would be, apart from in the morning. Probably the second most quietest the route would be. So off they go. No one really wants to get on the bus right now, which is slightly worrying. It's not only just slightly worrying, but terrifying how nobody wanted to get on the bus. It could literally be the wrong time of day, and that's what we're hoping for. Right, time jump. That is what we're hoping for. It's the wrong time of day to ride buses. Okay, guys, we're hoping for that, right? We're hoping for that, right? So, in the grand scheme of things, it's even difficult to see how much it's costing us because that number doesn't really matter because we haven't really ran a full day. Right, where's all the passengers? Where's all the passengers right now? Where are the passengers? We're hoping it was just an issue because it was so late in the day. Please be passengers. If not, there we go. We're loading up right now, passengers. Bearing in mind, this is so early in the morning, I think this bus is going to be overloaded instantly. Yeah, it's definitely overloaded. This is going to be dramatic. How are we going to satisfy these routes? This is just like 5 o'clock in the morning. What about rush hour? What about big long routes? What about busier areas than this? Oh, dear God. So we've carried 50 passengers. We've nailed that. Which is amazing. Amazing already. How are we going to complete these goals right now? This bronze gold is complete. How long until that actually gets done? I'm not 100% sure. And how you find out if that trophy gets completed or not. But that bus is so full. How much did we earn from that? Revenue? $60. So is it $60 a loop right now? Oh, we've got to do so many loops to pay our bills. That's why the subsidiaries was like such a good thing and how it kind of benefits. But without subsidiaries, we are going to struggle. Now, what we would need is the ability to set our own prices, which we can. Now, because, right, and I wouldn't normally do this, but because there is just so much demand, we're going to charge absolute crazy amounts of monies. Okay? Crazy amounts of monies just because we have that type of demand. Because right now, we need to make enough cash to where I can pay the bills. And maybe buy some more buses. And then we can change up this route to have them more frequent. Looping, looping, looping. So, it's still early days though. It is still early days. But I got a huge deficit to crush. My biggest one is staff wages. Haven't even made enough money to pay for the bus stop shit. That's ridiculous. That really is ridiculous. But we're charging top dollar. If we're going to fill the bus every journey, you might as well charge top dollar. And just maximize as much as we can. Now, is the service center open? It is currently open. We got a few people coming in. People complaining about the bus's driving style and all that kind of stuff. My rating's not going to be great, but we'll never know the rating until we've unlocked the ability to check it out. So, we're going to be closing in on $1,000 right now. We're still minus 1,500 on the day. First bus is coming back. Now, this is where the issues could begin. They already need to be cleaned. So, let's clean you. Get you clean on the inside. And how are we doing so far? So, 890 is what we're on. All right, that bus still zooming. It has quietened down a little bit now. So when that bus does its route, it should be a little bit quieter, but it's straight away filled up anyway. And it's back to being busy again. It's a good problem to have, though. It is a good problem to have. But that's what's going to make this challenge so much more difficult. It really is. So, nearly 1,000 big ones we've earned so far. We're going to assign that bus to get back on the mean streets. Notification right now. Hi, boss. Would a wage increase would be appropriate? No. Not yet. I can't afford to. Now, this bus is not dirty, so we're okay for just a minute. We are still trying to make a profit. Now, we've still got a long way to go. We've made over 1,000 big ones in revenue today. 1,000 big ones in revenue. Achieve a 4-star rating. Apparently we're a 5-star rating, so that's all good. That's all good. I don't know how you claim these awards here. I don't know how you get them. Have I got them? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But off the bus now goes. Oh, look how many people are at these stops right now. They were red. They were red just a second ago. Yikes. Now, I could risk it for the biscuit, and I could buy another bus. But ultimately, having those subsidiaries is very, very difficult. But we are selling maximum tickets. Is that bus heading back? Why is it heading back so soon? Oh, it's stanky. Right, clean the inside. I'm sure we're going to just clean the inside of that bus. It's going to be my biggest issue, making sure these buses are maintained and stuff. Really is going to be difficult. Really is going to be difficult, that. Right, that's all sorted. That's all sorted. We now technically have a rating. Oh, someone give me a 1-star. How dare you? How dare you give me a 1-star? So, what's the big issue right now? It's staff wages are so high. They are so high. Now, we can assign another bus to get back out there. But ultimately, the capacity is not quite there yet. Can we even make a profit without subsidiaries? That is going to be the most difficult thing. That is going to be the most difficult thing right now. We receive 0% on our earnings. All I can hope for right now is grinding enough to buy another bus. So, street. I'm going to go for a small parking space again. Now, is it possible to buy a Oh, hello. We're going to the fire, but we'd like to leave. Right, I'm going to decline that, unfortunately. I do not have the facilities for that, big man. Bus fleet. Can I buy a used bus, a cheap Ceto? Because a brand new one is 20,900. A used one could be as cheap as 15 grand. It looks like it's going to need a few items for it to be repaired. But can I lowball? They rejected my offer. Lowball. They accepted my offer. Now, unfortunately, this bus is broken. And we need oil and a light, some brake pads as well. So let's order those. So, oil, a light, and some brake pads. Just to kind of, like, keep it going. It's 100 big ones. I might as well wait till 9 a.m. There's no stress on our part. We'll refuel it, we'll clean it, we'll wash it. I can't paint it because we don't have the ability, but it's cost me so much less money than a brand new one would have cost me. Right, they're not liking the fact that the service centre's not supplemented with additional employees. But look how much we've done right now. We're minus 1,200. Now, I'll have to hire another bus driver. I will then set him on the same route if we slightly change things. And it should allow us to pretty much make a bit more cash. That's what we're hoping for. That is what we're hoping for. Now, if we can carry 1,600 passengers, we're going to get a nice little payday of 4 grand. We are going to get a nice little 4 grand payday. So that's not bad, is it? That's definitely not bad. Right, I'm just looking at these other goals right now. Selling the tickets. Carrying the passengers. Because we can't do any researching. Well, we can do some researching, but I can't do the research I need until I've got more trophies. Right, so many goals we've got to complete. So many goals we've got to complete. Right, we're now waiting for the next day. So, bus coming in. Anything wrong with it? It does need cleaning, so we'll clean that. And we'll wait for the other bus to make its way in. I think it's got another loop or two to go. Look at how busy it is. 83 people waiting at that bus stop. Yikes. But we're now minus 1,000. We should hopefully be able to make that 1,000 with the third bus. But I gotta fix it first. Right, it's doing its route. It'll make a few more pennies. You need a vast amount of people getting on and off the bus. Is that now done? Yeah, it's now done. It's heading on the way back. So, minus 1,000. And it's also stanky, that bus. So, we'll clean it on the inside. Once I get it set up where you can automatically clean, then, you know, I'll never have to worry about that ever again. Right, bus is about to be cleaned. We'll now time jump. We'll assign these buses. Oh, the railroad is calling. I just don't have the ability to do this. I'm very grateful for the calls, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. So yesterday then, after all said and done, we lost 1,400, which is the same as the previous day, but we didn't really go for a full day. So can I make 1,400 extra with an additional bus? Well, that's what we're going to find out. We're going to have to first wait for the parts to be delivered before we can repair the bus. And then we're going to have to then adjust the route to be able to squeeze an extra bus on. Yes. And we should be able to complete the carry 1,700 passengers there, which give me an extra 4 grand. Right, is that bus doing its thing right now? It's out and about, doing the loops, making the sweet cash for us. Now, what would be cool as well, if we don't really use that much electricity, is then eventually building a bunch of electricity stuff to generate electricity to sell it back to the grid. That will be another way in which I can make money. Also, buying cheap buses, repairing them, you know, second-hand ones, and then selling them on for a profit is something that I'm going to have to also heavily rely on. All this stuff is what your boy is going to have to heavily rely on. Now, bus fleet, used buses. Can I get anything super cheap? Again, stuff that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. Now, if I send an offer here, rejected. They need a small spot. It's, again, going for the ones that there's enough wiggle room that I can make a profit from. Now, they need an engine replacement, so I'm definitely not going to buy you. Can I lowball how cheap this is going to be? They rejected you. Rejected. Aceto. That's Aceto there. So it's just something I'm going to have to constantly keep on top of. It's just going down the route of repairing second-hand buses. Now, we're waiting for the parts to come in. Buses are going around right now doing fantastic, boys. Fantastic. And we are now starting to generate some revenue, but it's not enough. It just goes to show you it's not enough, and we're going to have slow growth. So, come on, come on. I don't want to get any loans, because that's going to be counterintuitive at the minute. I just want to get to the point where we're making a profit. That's all I want to do. This shows you how much bus companies do rely on subsidiaries. Right. Have we got the parts yet? There's only a couple of parts. To be honest with you, I could also sell that bus for a profit. But I need the bus. I need the bus. Right, service centre's now open, so all the complaints can now begin. Oh dear God. I just know that's going to get so busy as we get further through the game. It's going to get so busy. Right, completed that goal. Got a few pennies in our pockets. Very nice, very nice, very nice. We'll keep it going. Nothing to research just yet. Haven't earned enough trophies on that regards. But 9's come. Amazon's just delivered the parts right now. We've got to wait for them to be taken to the warehouse, which they're now just doing. And we get to repair this. So repair of a light. Repair the oil. Repair the brake pads. The V-belt is probably going to be something that we have to do eventually in the future as well. But repair those 3. In the bus goes. Now being repaired. And it'll be a 3rd bus on those mean streets. Oh, we could complete this goal as well with 2 repairs. That's also done. Fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Alright, off it goes. Oh, it's all done. Sweet. So, the bus routes then. How can we edit this? I can add something onto it, but I need to edit it. So edit the timetable. If I go slightly, or do I go advanced or do I go easy mode? If I do it every 45 minutes, it's still them buses. If I do every 30 minutes, it's still... How do I do it where I can change it? 3 buses if I do it every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes. Does that sound about right? I can confirm it and see what happens. So assign you. I need an additional bus driver to hire. So hire employees. Oh, I need another locker. Well, let me buy a couple of lockers. I'll buy 2 more. Bus drivers. Oh, sorry. Hire bus drivers. Buy friendliness. You're quite expensive on that salary. Can I send an offer to you for that? They accepted. Maybe I should have done that with all the other employees to begin with. That's probably what I should have done. Right, I've increased the frequency. I'm not sure when that takes effect, whether it's today or I have to wait for tomorrow for it to take effect. But they frequent the route more, which hopefully means I should make more. That's the logic anyway. That is the logic. I'm only minus 800 today. So that's some progress. That bus is stanky. Clean you. Now, is there any other buses I could buy used to make some cash. The Ceto here, as long as it's not engine failure, they rejected. I'll give it a go. An indicator, a wiper. But like, I've really gotta go for like cheap. Rejected. I can't pay top dollar. That's not how it works. Still rejecting my offers. Still rejecting. We'll keep it like that. A sprinter here. You're not really going to get much money for that if it's just an indicator fix. They rejected that as well. Okay, we'll allow it. We'll allow it to continue. We'll try again on the next round of vehicles that they try and give us. Right, so where are we at then, boys? Where are we currently at? We're now paying more in wages because we've got an additional bus driver on the scene. And we're waiting for it to now begin the routes. Instantly filled up that bus. So we'll be able to make more money once we got bigger buses. So we know the game plan. It's just getting to that. It's first finding a stable income. Finding a stable income to begin with. It looks like we're going to be waiting for the next day before we can implement that triple buses, baby. Alright, instantly filling the bus up with people. Waiting for no man. No man. And off it now goes on its route. So complete 20 tours successfully is what we're currently trying to accomplish right now. We are currently minus 865. Now we're minus 787. That's pretty good, but that number can increase quite rapidly. It's a Wednesday as well. I was about to say it will get busier through the weekend, but it doesn't matter because I'm always driving at capacity. So there is a limit to how much I can earn because I'm always at capacity. I can actually insert the bus now on the route, couldn't I? So if I was like to go insert additional bus and insert you now, until we wait for the next day for the schedule to change, that bus will then head out, right? Right, guys? That bus is going to head out now. Mr. Driver. Where's the driver? There he is. Putting his swag on. He will now go and join and will earn a few extra pennies. On this glorious route. Instantly, the bus is maxed out again. Off it now goes. Doing its thing. Making us extra cash. Now, obviously, public service lines will be a good thing to do, but because I'm like so fragile when it comes to now making cash, I've got to be careful. And I don't want to do a public service line, not fulfill their needs, them to then get rid of me and cancel the line. Then I've lost that public service line. Right. I think, guys, we are going to make a profit today. I think we might make a profit today. Right. There goes that bus. I could insert it for another little hoorah. For one last attempt. That bus do be stinking, though. I don't know if I've done that right. $14.13. $29.90. We're now lost today. That's hilarious. But can we do one last hoorah right now today? To actually end it on a positive note, on a profit? Here's hoping so, boys. Here is hoping so right now. Right, these two buses finish there. One heads back. We're currently $85 profit for the day. But we'll still spend electricity on the night. So we could lose all that profit still. we could still lose all that profit. I've got to clean the bus, but I haven't had a full day of running triple buses, so it's going to change on the next day. But that's a positive sign, though. It is a positive sign. It is a positive sign. Right, is that bus now done? That one's now heading back. Is this one done? We'll complete that goal as well, by the way. You're now heading back, so we're done. We're currently done. Clean that bus. There we go, there we go, there we go. So before we skip to the next day then, because obviously we've got a time jump and get past all this. In those additional 2 hours before midnight, did we lost $18.25. Actually, 320 we lost. How did that jump all of a sudden? I think it got recalculated correctly. So now, we can assign 3 buses on the route. So this day, we've gone from minus 1,400 to now minus 320. This day should be the day we make profit. I told you this is the impossible challenge, boys. I told you this is going to be the impossible challenge right now. So my current goals is to sell 857 tickets. Increase my bus network is going to be so difficult to get done. And these are the current goals we still have left to get done. And it will take some time. I think you have to complete all the bronze ones to then move on to the silver ones. I think that's what you've got to do. Which again is why this is the impossible challenge. Buses are now doing the loops every 15 minutes, I believe it is. A bus will then leave. Luckily for us, they can do it in the 15 minutes because now this waits, and then at 45 minutes, this bus should then go. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And this will get here before 6. And off it goes. We've kind of got it down to a T, almost. But it always depends on what happens. Right, money's now being earned. We'll see how we get on. Guys, we're going to end it for here right now. This could be a very interesting challenge in this series right now. There's going to be a lot of stress, a lot of frustration. But it's going to push me to my absolute limits in trying to maximize how much money I can potentially earn. I'm going to need to really maximize the bus routes. I'm going to have to really, bulk down on buying used buses and selling them for a profit. Trying to sort out my electricity so I can generate more than what I currently use or just reduce my bills in general. There's a lot we can do. There is a lot we can do. But it's going to take some time to make some decent progress. I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode, and if you want this to turn into a series and want to be notified, smash the like button down below, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.